What's going on, my common folk brethren? I'm back here today for some stuff about funnel cakes and guns and cars and killing spiders with my bare hands. All of which are very true stories. Let's start with the last one. So there was a giant spider in the tub, and I was getting ready to take a shower, and I walked over and looked like a black widow or something. I'm not sure. And a lot of the stuff, there was a big one, and it moved around, kind of freaked out. Keep in mind, I've had a built-in fear of face huggers from aliens. Okay, ever since I was little, I yeah had some big problems with that. So spiders merely move a lot like. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of Australian spider, like an Australian water spider or something. Whatever it was, I just saw it. It looked exactly like it. Even has a long tail and everything. At least that's what it looked like. But anyways, back to the spider. I went and I put my thumb right in front of it. It started to move. I just got it. Man, it was just like a pure moment of like adrenaline. I just whoosh, and I killed it. So now anytime I see a spider or something sprung a ride, I just get real close to it. I go. I get it. Don't get me wrong, spiders are cool. They get rid of a lot of the flies, but sometimes there's an excess of spiders, and we need to keep them in line too. It's the circle of life. If you don't like that, well, oh well. But I can guarantee you that spiders cause just as much havoc as flies do. So, we might as well just kill them too. You gotta kill just about anything. Anything can kill you, you gotta kill back at some point. You don't let it have the first move. That's the first key to survival. Zombie, obviously he can kill you. You gotta kill him. Other dude who's trying to kill you, well, he's trying to kill you, and he's another human being, and he's capable of killing, especially if he's got a gun or something. So you gotta kill him first. Spiders that are horrible and weird looking, not the nice spiders like the daddy long legs or the spiders that are sewing webs with words in them to save giant pigs. Okay, I'm talking about the spiders that are sons of bitches that go and bite you in the middle of the night and swell up your arm and cause lots of death, and they look horrible and they eat birds, and there's absolutely no use for them in the world. Those are the spiders I'm talking about. Take a hint from Tesla. Elon Musk is selling flamethrowers. Why? Probably because he ran into a spider and needed something quick to get it away with. Honestly, that's pretty satisfying, burning a spider alive. Or burning just about anything that can kill you, that is trying to kill you, or trying to bite you, or discomfort you alive. Like wasps, oh my god. You set a wasp nest on fire. Jesus, the joy that comes from that. Like God comes down from heaven and temporarily blesses you or something. Because, oh my gosh. First of all, wasps look stupid. Alright, they are like they have legs that are proportional to like what humans have. So longer legs, somewhat short, medium length arms. So it looks like they have an actual body that's just hanging there, and then a giant stinger tail that comes out, and obviously wings. And their head looks fucked up too, but that's because they're a wasp, right? Jesus. They just look stupid, okay? There's no use for them. They don't make honey, alright? They don't take away anything, alright? They're just little assholes, okay? And they sting you about a bazillion done times. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. And their stings swell up and they hurt and ugh. And they move at an awkward pace. They're not real fast to get you, but they're not real slow to where you can get them. They're like fast with intervals of, slow periods of time. They just move around. And, oh my god, you just see them fly around and shit, They just fly in awkward random patterns, so they're hard to track down and kill. That's why you need a flamethrower. Get them from a distance. You got a good width, alright? Knock off a bunch at once. Oh, man, one time I found a wasp queen. Alright, I think she was the queen. She was a lot bigger than they were all revolving around her. I got stung a bunch of times, but I grabbed her and I ripped her in half. Oh my gosh. The feeling of gratitude. It's like I've done the world a service. Call me a vigilante because I be killing wasps. That's right. While I drink sweet tea. See, I can make it rhyme. I told you I gotta have an album coming out pretty soon. Something about America, sweet tea, chocolate milk, Diet Coke, Budweiser, Pabst Blue Ribbon, and funnel cakes and deep fried bacon. Wrapped in deep fried butter. So, well, I'll get banging on the lyrics of that pretty soon. I gotta get some good beats. I've always wanted to do a rap beat to the Iron Man song. Or maybe to War Pigs. Do some kind of remake of it. Do it with something else. No more wasps have the power, just as the queen lays in tower. I kill all wasps in my sight with the flamethrower. I bet you I could pull it together something pretty good about that. Speaking of that shit, I think I broke my hand. Fell into a wood pile. Like, tripped, fell. I stuck my hand out to brace myself, and I kind of put it out in a fist. The wood cracked. Put a big dent in it. But now my hand's swollen. I can barely do anything with it. I'm holding the nice glass ice cold sweet tea just as it happens right now. And it feels great. Oh, man. You need to ice that shit because it just feels good. You know what I mean? Like, it gets the swelling down, but it's just like, oh, the pain kind of goes away. And that's why we use, like, icy hot, anything like that. Man, that shit works. Icy hot, man, that shit works. Ow! As I have the internet right beside me, because I was curious as I was getting this started. What is the world's largest funnel cake? I want to see how big it is. Because I'm going to bake a bigger one than eat it all by myself. The record world for the largest funnel cake was broken in Cookstown. On November 28th, celebrity chef Steve Molly, with help from Cookstown's Lester Miller and his grandmother's Emma's recipe, made the world's largest funnel cake measuring 30 inches across. Only 30 inches across? Really? Man, that's some weird shit. I'm talking about 4 or 5 feet at least. Well, wait a minute. Yeah. So 4 feet would be 36 inches, which would break that. 5 feet would be what, 60 inches? No, that doesn't sound right. 3 feet would be 36 inches. So this is under 3 feet. Come on, guys. You gotta go big or you don't go further. Just like when they built the biggest duck hall in Duck Dynasty. Alright, you know, he said, you make it 12, someone come back and make it 13. Right? So you gotta go make something bigger. You make it 30 inches, someone's gonna come back and make it 31. You make it 60 inches, someone's gonna have a fucking hard time coming back and do that. Probably gonna have to redneckified some kind of fryer because you're gonna need one that's about 6-7 feet wide. I'm not sure if there is such a thing. I'm sure you could make something, but you gotta be careful because if you fall in, you're gonna get deep fried, and that ain't not gonna be good. I've only seen TV shows where people go into fryers and shit, and they do not look. They come out looking like Freddy Krueger on a bad day. So, I mean, shit, you stay out of that, man. Maybe you keep a hazmat suit or some shit. Have a bunch of safety harnesses and shit, man. I can only imagine. Where's Cookstown? I am curious. That is a neat name for a town. Better be in America. We can't let other people be beating our own meal records. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Cookstown is in a borough in Berks County, Pennsylvania. 18 miles southwest of Allentown, 17 miles northeast of Reading. Population about 5,000. Alright, I'll take that. Back in the backwoods from Pennsylvania, hell yeah, Cookstown. Probably should have known that, you know what I'm saying? Oh well. There's a lot of small towns, okay? A lot of them have different names, and a lot of them change names. I like that, though. Cookstown. Oh, wait a minute. Well, that says Kutztown. Well, is that what it was? Yeah, Kutztown. I just was saying Town for some stupid reason. Kutzt, Kutz town. So, Kutztown. Kutztown. It's probably some kind of like weird German some shit, you know? Aye, das ist Kutztown. You want your sneakers, people? What? Get out of here, nasty motherfucker. Anyways, let's see here. Grandmama Emma's recipe. Celebrity Chef broke the record. So, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go make a random common folk break funnel cake record. Guy says, I just wanted to see if I can do it. Hell yeah, that'll get me on Fox News or some shit. Hell yeah. I'll do that. Anyways, sorry. Funnel cakes contain gluten, right? I'm one of those guys that like extra gluten. See, but I don't get this. Cause what it's because I don't know if I talked about this or if I just shared the meme. But like we've been eating bread since like the dawn of time. Even Jesus broke bread. And then all of a sudden within the past, 10, 15 years, we've all of a sudden developed an allergy to bread, like a gluten allergy. See, I don't know if that shit's real. I don't know. I've never seen someone die from a gluten allergy. Probably said that before too. Yeah, well. Oh my god. Gluten funnel free. Oh shit. Gluten free funnel cake recipe. Deep fried Genius Kitchen. Calories 106. Man, funnel cakes need minimum 500 calories. And that's before the powdered sugar and the extra additives are added on. Man, gluten free is just ruining the damn world. Alright? And it does need to be an advertising piece. Jesus. Oh, this is gluten free. Well, never contain gluten. Why do you have to put gluten free on it specifically? Because then they're gonna mark it up like $2 extra, make it healthy, and you know what I mean. Then you're fucking down $2 extra. I used to be able to buy a 5-pound bag of gummy worms for about $6. Now I can only get a half a pound bag of gummy worms, sour gummy worms, I might add, not regular gummy worms. I'm not a dipshit, okay? Sour gummy worms. Now I have to buy like a half pound or maybe even like a fifth pound or some shit bag of sour gummy worms that say gluten free, and there's not even lemon lime ones on there. They're all like blue and red and shit. No green or yellow. Like what kind of fuck is that? Why not? What? We need to fight the obesity epidemic. Well, bitch, you fight it on your own terms. I fight it by eating a 5-pound bag of gummy worms in one sitting and not eat anything else for the rest of the week. You know? No, you just think I eat them constantly. I mean, I have, but I don't. Not anymore. You know? Mind your own business. You let me buy what I like to buy. That's why I like to do the self-checkout. I don't have the judging of the fucking clerks. You know what I mean? You're putting down there lots of Diet Coke, bunch of 3 liters, couple pound bags of Reese's peanut butter cups, 3 or 4 king-size Snickers, 2 rotisserie chickens, loaves of cinnamon raisin bread, Nathan hot dogs, a bunch of packs of bacon, keg of beer, you know, and they're just sitting there looking at you. And you're just like, oh, just shopping for the week, you know? Like you have to come up with some kind of excuse. Like you owe the Walmart grocery guy an excuse of why you're buying all that shit. You know? It's like, you know what? I'll buy what I want. That's why I love Sam's Club. Get everything big size. Prepare for the month. Or 2 weeks instead of 1 week. Depending on how your family goes. Sometimes I snack. Okay? Sometimes I snack 24/7. Ain't nothing wrong with that. The good Lord snacks all the damn time. So I will snack. We are made in His image, and I will snack like Him in His image. So that's how that worked. But yeah, you see, like you can get gallon-sized chocolate milk. I mean, milk kind of funky with me. I am lactose intolerant. All right, I get the shits. All right, I eat a lot of ice cream. I just use it as a laxative. Okay, it's a good taste laxative, but it does hurt. I've drinking some milk a bunch of times, but I prefer chocolate milk. I like the taste better. It hits me harder than ice cream ever will, but mix chocolate milk a little bit, put it in hot chocolate or some shit. Oh, delicious, delicious. Now as I get hungry again, I just ate. Damn. Well, oh well. I'll snack, just as the good Lord does. He might not snack. I don't know. I mean, being a cosmic being doesn't really give you a stomach. He could give himself a stomach, but I wasn't sure if he would eat. See, I'm not. See, the Bible doesn't really specify in those areas. I do not know. I would hope there are food because like I hope we can. It's just like our heaven and stuff. Because I'm sitting there going like, if there's not Fountain Diet Coke on tap for the rest of life in there, is that really heaven? But like, are we gonna reach a point where we don't need Diet Coke? But I can't really figure out. At some point in life, I will never need or never not need Diet Coke or not want Diet Coke. I hate that. Do you really need it, Tyler? As they're grabbing that extra piece of pecan pie from you after you just devoured half a pie, and you sit there staring at them, going like, never about need, always about want. Give me what I want, or there will be hell to pay. I think you've had enough. I think I don't give a shit what you say. And then you grab the piece plate out of there, maybe smack them, get them away. Eat your pie in peace. Might have to pull out a gun or something. That's why you gotta conceal carry. Alright? Someone might be going there and trying to tell you that you've had enough. You need to let them know. You say and you determine when enough is enough. Alright? No one's gonna tell you you've had enough pie if you've got a 50 caliber revolver strapped to your side. Ain't nobody coming up in their right mind. They might come up and be like, would you like some more? I just baked a whole nother one. Be like, hell yeah, can I get that shit to go? You get a pie to go. Fresh pie. Okay? But no gun, they take the pie away. Gun, you might get extra pie. Alright? See? There is a stable relationship here that we can graph. It is a linear relationship. Gun, more pie. No gun, less pie. Okay? Amount of guns you carry strapped equals the more pie you get. At least that is just an ideal situation. We don't really live in an ideal situation all the time, but that's, we could base it out of. That's like an average. It's a ballpark we want to make it into. So, I wouldn't say, unless you find those places that be like, no guns allowed. I don't belong here then. You go away. Because, like, 100% of all gun-free places are getting shot up nowadays. Yeah, like that works. Because, I think it's ironic, is that, you put a gun-free sign, you don't want guns there. Yet those are the places that get shot up all the time and people are using guns. It's almost like criminals don't, pay attention to gun laws. Obviously, background check, if you got a felony, several DUIs, or there's parameters. You have a mental illness of some sort. You got, that's fine, but you got to know that there are people that just break the law for the sake of breaking it. And they're going to get laws, they're going to get guns however want. Shit, I watch Sons of Anarchy. Every time I see an Irishman, I'm thinking they're coming strapped and they got some stuff from the homeland because they're trying to fund the IRA. Most of the time, I'm wrong, but I'm sure there will be one time. But I mean, it's always good to keep one carried on you because you'd rather be you'd rather be the one alive than the one mugged. Mainly because they always cut off right after the mugging. Guys like, give me your money, give me your wallet. And he like runs away and like a couple like, oh, that was so scary. And then cutscene to something else. You see, because it hasn't been done in movies, I wouldn't know how to act. Alright? I was like, well, what do I do now? I just got robbed. Do I go call the police? He took my phone? What do I do? Where do I go? You know what I mean? Be so lost. No, they don't tell about it in movies. It's like they talk about, I don't know what, those rights are, the Miranda rights when I read it, because they always cut off early. Just like what Channing Tatum was saying, 21 Jump Street. They always like cut off right after like the first several sentences. Now they went through the whole thing, and then I finally got most of it down, but I don't plan on really being a cop, so I don't need to worry about it too much. But I need to know just in case they're never read to me, and I could say that, or they weren't read to me in full, because that's very important that people are read their rights, because they need to know what they're going in against. You don't want to get screwed by the judicial system. Sorry. Sorry about that. No idea why I'm coughing. So, anyways, always carry a good gun with you. Because, what is this scene? And you or that or a big knife? A couple guys come up. What was it? In Crocodile Dundee. Like 1, 2, possibly the third one. I don't remember. But he's walking with that chick, and a couple guys come up like, hey, man, you got it at? Like some pop youngsters or some dudes. And the guy's like, yeah, sure. And he goes to reach, and the guy pulls out his knife. He's like, and your wallet. And he's like, oh, what's that? And she's like, they've got a knife. And he's like, oh, that's not a knife. This is a knife. And he pulls out his 14-inch crocodile shaving blade. All right, cuts the dude's shirt off. Blade's taller than the dude's face. They just run away. I've got me 2 of those. I also carry a tomahawk because you never know when you have to go long distance. Of course, that's also why you want a gun, so you kind of got to pick and choose your arsenal at that point. Always carry a good pocket knife, good decent sized one, so you can defend yourself, But going out on hikes in the city, I would carry a bigger knife. It's just reasonable, Everybody's on like, oh, I got a Mustang, I'm cooler than you. I got a double barrel shotgun that I just killed a turkey with. Turkey fed my family for 2 weeks. You're sitting here at McDonald's. Of course, I am too, but I'm just getting a coffee. So, I can imagine that good. Don't get me wrong. Looking at cool cars is fun. I like muscle cars, sports cars. It's fun to look at. They get to comparing the engines, and, I understand getting wheel depth and stuff, because when you go mudding and stuff, you don't want to get stuck, so you need giant wheels. That's fine. Going with Bigfoot, I like watching monster trucks, Bigfoot, Gravedigger, the classics. Comparing that stuff, but, some guys going in a Honda or, shit, I wouldn't know what else. I don't know. Other than comparing your trucks, one of the rap artists said it good. It can be a Ford, it could be a Chevy, as long as it sits up high and it's heavy. See, it don't matter what it is. Everybody's always going one way or another in high school. I'm country, Ford, oh, Chevy, fuck the Fords. And it goes back and forth, There's a big truck feud going on there. But most folk, just as long as it runs, they're all right. That's why you get most dependability, means a lot. Chevy's had better track record with dependability, which is why there's a big Chevy and over Ford. Although Fords, even if you keep them good in maintenance, they usually last a while. Fords, and I like Toyotas. You know what I'm saying? Like the Tundra, big, alright, it's good for highway driving, it's good for towing, it's good for off-roading. That's what you need. Those 3, I don't like Nissan. I like Cummins, but I don't like Nissan, okay? We get out of there. But here's the deal. You can compare trucks and cars all you want, but the minute that argument goes down is when someone brings in comparing guns, because that's where the real money's at, okay? I got a 50 caliber Barrett rifle. Alright, I got a 30-06 Springfield. Ooh, that's pretty good. I got a Ruger American 22. I got, you just got to keep going on. You got a 50 caliber Smith & Wesson revolver. I got a 44 Magnum. You got a Beretta. You got a Glock. I prefer revolvers over Glocks because they don't jam. Glocks do. Of course, Glocks are easier to fire and quicker to reload, but revolvers, I think, are more stable, steady, accurate, and reliable. It's like the whole test thing, They got AK-47s versus the M14. They put an AK-47 in a muddy river and they drugged it around. Same with the M14, and they fired. M14 jammed. AK-47 kept going. That's just reliable. You know what I mean? Revolver, reliable. What did Harley Quinn have in the Suicide Squad movie as a pistols? Revolver. What did half of the Cowboys have when they was either shoot or be shotted? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? What did Clint Eastwood have? What did John Wayne have? Revolvers. What did Clint Eastwood have in Dirty Harry? A Magnum, a revolver. What does Rick have in Walking Dead? A python, a revolver. What did Shane have? Shane had a Glock. Who won? Well, it's season 8 and Rick's still there. That's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? Alright. What do they got in Longmire? I'm pretty sure Longmire uses a revolver. The deputies use the pistols, you know. I'm just, that's... No, revolvers are just all around the better gun. What did the cavalry guys use when they were fighting Indians or when they were fighting the South or when the South was fighting the North? What did the officers get? The officers did get the better guns. They got the revolver. Now, there's one gun that I will consider outside a revolver. That is the Desert Eagle, 9mm. What they use right now is a sidearm, and what they use in World War II, the 9mm or the 45, the Desert Eagle. Jesus. That shit messes with somebody. Those are big bullets for a pistol. You know? And I like the way the revolver sits. It's a little bit heavier. The recoil is a bit easier to control. It balances well. It's not light. You know? So when you make that shot, you're calm and focused. That's what I prefer. You know what I'm saying? So you start pulling that out, and the guy was like, I got 32-inch tires, and I go mudding. Well, I got a revolver, and I can shoot 6 muggers if I need to. Yeah? There ain't no mugging out in the sticks. No, but there might be a good possum or a squirrel or something getting into the bird feeder, you know? If you want that woman to repay you with some nice good apple pie or something other, you got to kill her squirrels that are getting into the bird feeder. All right? How you going to do that? Well, you got to get by her house. Don't shoot pointing towards her house, because if you miss, even if you do hit the squirrel, let's be honest, you're not going to use a small gun to kill the squirrel. All right? You're going to be trying to be impressing her. So you're going to shoot the squirrel, probably go right through the squirrel and into her window and kill a girl. And you got to bury her and the squirrel, and you got to pretend like nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? And then they're going to ask, well, why'd you have her apple pie dish in there? And, you were the last person seen with her, and you're just like, well, shit, Then you spend life on the run. So, you got to get, long story short, you got to make sure the house is on your backside and the woman's inside the house, okay? You got your gun, and you got to shoot the squirrels off. You got to get accurate, though, because if you miss a bunch of times, and that squirrel's still there, she's moving on to the next cowboy. So you got to be good. You got to get comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? That guy going to be coming around. 32-inch tires ain't going to fix shit over here. That's how that shit works. That compare, they're just, look at my Mustang. Look at my revolver. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, my Mustang's a lot better than your gun. Well, my gun costs about 14 times less than your Mustang did. And I guarantee you my Mustang, or my 50 cal can ruin your Mustang. No, it can't. I'll whoop your ass. Okay. Well, you shoot the engine block. Their car is shithouse. They're stuck in the middle of nowhere. You drive away in your truck with your 50 caliber rifle. See? Anything that can kill an elephant can kill a Mustang. Anything that can kill an elephant can kill just about anything else. That shit goes through bricks, man. Goes through thin layers of metal. Guys like, oh, my Mustang's better. No, it's not. You got to match the things against each other. The only way you can settle Ford and Chevy, chicken that shit. All right? Now, jump out of the vehicle at the last minute, let them run in. What deals more damage? What's bigger? Chevys tend to be a little bit bigger, unless you get like 350 or some shit. You know, gotta let them go at each other. Ford, Dodge, let that shit ram each other. You know, that's why everybody's like, oh, I got a big jacked up truck. I'm gonna go buy a railroad. Be like, I got a train. Because ain't nobody going to be playing chicken with a train except Cowboy Troy. And Cowboy Troy ain't going to be on the rail tracks. He's going to be in there partying with me. Okay? And Big and Rich. You got to best your ass. We'll be blaring that shit, driving across the country, yelling Casey Jones. Oh, can you imagine that shit? Just my own private train car just driving around wherever the fuck I feel like it. Obviously, you got to be careful because the rail lines are heavily used. You know, you got to make sure you're not going to be driving one way while, you know, passenger train coming the other way on the same track. Now, guaranteed, you know, you get anywhere pretty quick. I think a train would be a better way to go. Never heard of a train getting stuck in mud before. Train don't even get stuck in snow. You know what they do when the snow's 10 feet high, taller than the train, and the train has to go through? They stick a plow on it, and they say, go through, bitch. Cross your fingers, hope not to die. Nothing gets in front of a train and wins. You know? Those cars that play chicken with the train that kind of drive up, do you know how rare that situation actually is? No. They're going to get fucked usually. Trains go quicker. Mainly because I think the conductor's seen it and he sees the car trying to do that. He's like, oh, I know what this asshole's trying to do. You know? So he just revs up the engine. When the train goes faster, all of a sudden that car is being impaled. Now, there are very few times where the car gets stuck in the front and then flips up underneath the train, and then the train gets derailed and shit. I had to do that in a mission episode of Call of Duty World War II. Pretty good COD game. COD 4 or Black Ops 4 is gonna be bullshit. All right, multiplayer games are shitty. You know, I mean, they're getting good in their rave, but campaign games, you know, it's not a real game. They're still gonna charge you $100 for practically zombies and some multiplayer. All right. You know, usually you can have offline multiplayer, you can have campaign, you can have zombies, you can participate in squads. Now they're just going to take all that away. You know, Black Ops thing is done. Black Ops 1 and 2 were cool. Black Ops 3, well, we're just not going to talk about that, okay? I like Ghost better, and that's saying something. Well, not for me, because I like Ghost pretty much, one of my favorite COD games. But, you know, if you're a gamer and you don't like Ghost, you know, everybody knows, all right? We don't give a shit. But, Jesus, it's like, multiplayer's done for. Anyways, what was I talking about? Trains. That's right. Ain't nothing gonna stop that. But you do in a mission in COD, you have to derail a train. But most of the time, you know, you get 911 calls. Help, I'm stuck into a train. I thought I could make it, but I couldn't because I'm a dumbass 18-year-old kid who just left high school and I'm driving real fast and I'm a really good driver, but I got stuck in the middle of a train. It says here you've got 4 different tickets, 3 of which are unpaid for. Good driver, my ass. You know what I mean? There's this one chick. Geez. She went to court, tried to fight her ticket. Cop showed up. She tried to cry. She ended up getting like double her ticket because she tried to lie in court. She went on a big old Snapchat rant or Instagram rant or whatever, Snackle, whatever kind of social media I was looking at. Because she got a ticket in court. It's like, well, that's what happens when you break the law. You know? And I'm not saying you don't break the law. Sometimes you got to speed. But the difference between people who are ticketed and people who aren't is the people who aren't watch for cops and are very smart. Right? The people who are ticketed just keep doing it. And then the cops there and you're like, oh, fuck you, cops, I hate cops, And then you wonder why they give you tickets. And then you're like, equality, they're always giving me tickets and stuff. Maybe because every time you meet a cop, you give them the bird. Just saying, you know, it's not like that wouldn't have anything to do with it, right? But, you know, it's not your fault at all, because you're the one running over people and, you know, denting other cars and keying cop cars and getting caught. But no, man, the cops are out to get you, because the world works against you, because somehow there's 7 billion people in the world, and they're all going against you, because you're so important. Truth is, cops don't give a shit, okay? They don't like to be doing that kind of stuff, but they do it because there are actual dumb shits out there, alright? Oh my lord. You people are stupid. But back to eating funnel cakes. You're probably one of those people that believes gluten-free, cops are against me, unsweet tea is better than sweet tea, the homeowner association's the greatest thing mankind, my dad works for codes, they're so much better than cops, oh my god, socialism's the best form of government I could ever do. Yeah, we all know what kind of path you're going down. Alright, and when you're still 50 living in your parents' basement bitching about how the world owes you a check every month, and we're sitting there out there partying in our pontoon boats on the Mississippi because we decided to do a little bit of work. Well, we ain't going to give a shit then, and you're really going to want us to. So, you better soak up all that social media time you get to now while people still care. Because people get married, people make families, all of a sudden all those attention whores all over social media, you don't get nothing. That happens. Happens all the time, All these chicks who are so popular through high school and college, So, take 30 hours to do an Instagram. Like what, 1 in a million become Instagram models because they're actually hot? The rest of you crash and burn. You're my barista at the Starbucks, so I'm going to pick up tea for the madre. You're handing me my banana nut bread when I'm asking for it. You're the one at Subway making the sandwich. Or the one at McDonald's managing all the self-serve things asking for $20 an hour because all you do for 2 hours a day is make sure all the machines and the Wi-Fi is up and running. Yeah. Anyways, good talk with y'all today. Remember, we're going to do funnel cake. If you're going to do something big, try to do the biggest ever, you got to go all or go home. Okay? You can't just do 1 inch more. You can't just do 1 second more, one this more. You got to overlap it by a bit. And that's why, that's how you got to do it. Remember, if someone's trying to compare, say they have a better vehicle, make sure you got a better gun because that'll win just about every argument. Yeah. Well, make sure if you play video games, you don't play the new one. Amen. All right. Well, good talk with y'all common folk. I'll see y'all on the flip side, making sweet tea and eating funnel cakes and deep fried butter wrapped in bacon. I'll have yourself a nice day.